welcome to our final piece of our note guide. Okay, so example number 4, t squared plus 6t is equal to -5. Okay, so you should have already tried these on your own, and now you're just checking your answers. Okay, so we have that. Part 1 of our steps is already completed. The constant is on one side, and the x or x squared term is on the other. Okay, so now we need to find b over 2 squared. So our b in this case is 6. 6 divided by 2 is 3. 3 squared is 9. Okay, so we have t squared plus 6t is equal to -5. We're going to add our 9 to both sides. Okay, we factor this, and it gives us x, or in this case t, plus, because our sign in the middle is positive, before we squared it was 3, quantity squared, is equal to -5 plus 9 is 4. At this point, we take the square root of both sides. Square root of t plus 3 quantity squared is t plus 3. The square root of 4 is positive or -2. We then set up our two equations just like when we were solving by square roots. We get t plus 3 is equal to +2, and t plus 3 is equal to -2. Subtract 3, we get t is equal to -1. Subtract 3, we get t is equal to -5. And there's our two solutions for t squared plus 6t is equal to -5. Okay. And our last one, r squared minus 8r is equal to 9. Okay, so our constant is on one side, our squared and linear term is on the other. So we go ahead and find b divided by 2, quantity squared. So -8 divided by 2 is -4. -4 squared is +16. So we have r squared minus 8r is equal to 9. We add 16 to both sides. This side factors to be x minus 4 squared is equal to 25. We take the square root of both sides. Square root and squared cancel each other out, so we're left with x minus 4, or r. So we have r minus 4 is equal to positive or -5. We set up our two equations. R minus 4 is equal to +5, and r minus 4 is equal to -5. Solve each one for r by adding 4. Here we get r is equal to 4, or r is equal to 9. And here we get r is equal to -1. So our two solutions for this quadratic by completing the square is r equals 9 and r equals -1. At this point, you have now finished the note guide. So what I want you to do is to pick up the practice from the back table. Okay, you need to do 3 problems from the front and 3 problems on the back. And we will go over this on Monday. As always, as you're working, please ask questions. Use this time to get a good understanding.